Selling a company which you've built up to be a success is a big decision. It may sound like a difficult thing to do, emotionally as well as physically, but it can be a smooth and straightforward process when you prepare and plan it properly, and you have a top-class advisor alongside you. I'm here to walk you through all the steps towards achieving the sale of your company that fulfills your objectives from the initial idea through to the moment everything is signed off to the celebrations begin. We talk about this in more depth in our video titled Signs It's the Right Time to Sell Your Company. You should consider not only whether it's the right time for you personally to step away from the business, but whether the market conditions in your industry are conducive to receiving the highest possible value. But when you've reached the conclusion that everything is aligned to make the ideal moment to sell, the planning has to begin, because preparation is hugely important if you want your exit to tick every possible box. What exactly are you looking to achieve by selling your company? Is it enough money to enjoy a comfortable retirement? Do you want to start a new business venture in a different industry? Or would you benefit from investment which allows you to divest your interest now? Stay involved in the business with less responsibility and enjoy another slice of wealth as the company continues to grow. Deciding the desired shape of your exit makes it easier both for yourself and whoever is guiding you through the process to work towards a set target, which can define negotiations with acquirers who want to buy your company. You may have a fixed price in your mind for how much you want to walk away with when the sale has been completed. That's fine. But it can't be guaranteed. Ultimately, your company's only worth as much as someone is prepared to pay for it. But that doesn't mean you're at the mercy of buyers trying to strike a hard bargain. There are various ways to drive up value of your company, in conjunction with an expert advisor who can oversee the sale process. Financially, you can highlight regular revenue streams, growth projections, and guaranteed future income. And in other areas, the quality and experience of your staff, as well as potential synergies, which can complement other businesses a buyer may already have in their portfolio. You can find out more about this in our video titled What Buyers Look For in a Company. When your objectives have been identified and your company is ready to be presented to market, promotional materials will be produced which illustrate the unique selling points of a business to potential acquirers. The more sensitive details will only be obtained through signing of an NDA. You can find out much more about this in our video titled The Importance of Confidentiality in M&A Advisory. A business sales advisor with a wide network of connections and the technology on hand will conduct an in-depth research and will be able to identify a range of buyers from across the globe, spanning all types of transaction, giving you a variety of different options to consider. When it comes to engaging to those interest parties, it's a huge advantage to have an advisor in your corner who has gained lots of experience in negotiating the best possible deal and will make sure the best vendor, the best interests are the number one priority at all times. You probably won't be surprised to hear that selling your company is not simply a matter of agreeing a price with a buyer, shaking hands, and handing over the keys. There are other aspects to the deal that needs to be addressed before the paperwork can be signed. You've probably heard of due diligence. This is when the buyer wants to carry out a full review of the company's general health, financially, legally, and commercially, and it means you will need to make all the relevant documents available. Having a trusted company sales advisor is vital to ensuring this goes smoothly. You should also bear in mind you'll need a solicitor to take care of the legal side of the company sale, to make sure you're fully protected by everything contained within the wording of the sale agreement. You can find out much more about this in our video titled Legal Considerations When Selling Your Company. Making sure you have fulfillment of your tax obligations is another important requirement. You will need to understand which types of tax apply to your sale and how much you will need to pay. Enlisting the services of an expert tax advisor is a good idea. Not only can they benefit from their knowledge and they can mitigate the amount of tax you need to pay. You may be thinking that hiring the support of tax and legal advisors bumps up the expense of your sale. But at KBS Corporate, we can incorporate these costs into the transaction fee, which is transparent and clearly sets out the start of the process, and is contingent on the successful sale. You can find out more about the tax side in our video titled Understanding Taxes When Selling a Company. In summary, we hope this has given you an insight into what selling your company entails. It's understandable to be a little apprehensive, but when you have a strong team by your side, supporting you along every step of the journey, you give yourself every opportunity to realise the maximum potential value of your business. Get in touch with us today for a no obligation discussion about what KBS Corporate can do for you.